Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another educational video for you guys. So today we'll be talking about how to trade and how to deal with gap ups and gap downs during intraday trading. So if you don't know what gap up and gap down opening is, or how these gap up how and why these gap up gap down openings happen, we have already made a video in our channel. You can go and search School of Stock Market Gap Up Gap Down. This is the video which we have made on why do markets gap up and gap down in the first place. So if you don't know this, you can go and check that video out. And after gap up and gap down happen, so this issue is one of the biggest issues faced by intraday traders. They have their setups ready, they analyze all they want the day before, and then they have their setup ready and they want to go long above this price, go short above this price, whatever, and then market opens a lot against them, right? Against them or even with them. Suppose they have planned that they'll buy a stock above 100 rupees and the stock opens at 103, 104. Then obviously they cannot take a trade at that price, right? They cannot go long at that higher price, right? Because then the risk to reward would be like very less in case they do that. Their entry would be considered a very late entry. So in that case, their whole trade plan is ruined in those cases. So how do we deal with those, and how do you majorly trade with gap ups and gap downs, right? So we will be looking into that and try to figure out how to deal with gap up and gap down. So the main thing, the point number one for gap up and gap down, to understand how to trade along these, you need to look at price from a buyer's and a seller's perspective. That is point number one. So as soon as you do that, it becomes easier for you to judge what the markets would do after a huge gap up or after a huge gap down or a flat opening as well. So suppose, let's say that in the last hours of a trading session, during the ending hours from 12:30 till 3:30, markets were trending upwards. We saw huge buying pressure. So what does this mean? A lot of buyers have entered the market. There are buyers at each and every point here. So we will say that a lot of buyers are present in the market. Now suppose the very next day, markets open gap up with a huge gap up. Now why does this huge gap up happen? Because there are buyers, and so what if there are buyers again? Please go check that video out. You'll understand why do markets gap up in case there are huge buyers. So markets gap up. So what happens? Will the price keep going upwards? No. In most cases, what happens is we will witness profit booking, right? So we will witness profit booking. So how to trade with this profit booking? Will you just see that the markets have opened gap up and you'll short immediately hoping that the markets will fall down? No, that's not what you have to do. That's not a smart way, right? So what will you do? You will wait for a confirmation. So you will wait for a confirmation. And how will that confirmation come? If you think about it from a buyer's perspective. So there are a lot of buyers in the market. They have bought here and markets open gap up. So what would these buyers do? They would watch the market obviously, and they're all in profits because they have gone long on the stock or index, and then they have a gap up opening. So obviously they are in profits. So now they will be looking at their profits. So obviously they have huge profits. Now some of them will be willing to book profits, right? And also some of them will be looking so that maybe markets would go higher and they'll get more profits. So there are two types. Now another type, people who think, okay, market has already gone up and it has opened gap up, so it might go even further up. So there are three schools of thought here. There are three types of people. Now any out of these three, whoever dominates, that will be the outcome of the price, right? So suppose the profit booking, the people, type number one, the people who are booking profits is the highest, then we are bound to see a small correction. How will we see that correction? Just go on the candlestick starts, and if it's a negative candle, then you can say that, okay, profit booking is happening now. So as the profit booking starts happening, the people who are waiting to see if the markets will go up, the type 2 people. So second type of people are waiting to see if the markets will go up and they can book higher profits. So now when these people see a red candle and they see markets falling down, they'll say, okay, why to lose the profit that we already have? We'll sell. So we have type number one who are selling, we have type number two who are selling. Now the third type who have bought here. Now this third type who have gone long here at the gap at the gap up opening, they'll have their stop loss somewhere over here. Now slowly as this type 1 and type 2 people start bringing the market down, their stop losses would be triggered one by one by one. Now this again adds to the selling pressure. Now, so because of these three confluences, as soon as a little momentum is also seen on the downside, there is a strong momentum again. Now till where does this happen? This happens generally till the closing price. So the closing price acts as the support generally, because that is where new buyers would be willing to enter. So this is one important small logic behind a trend and then a gap up opening and then coming down. So let us see with a live example which has happened today itself. So what has happened today? So let's see what took place in yesterday's closing hours. So in yesterday's closing hours, we saw buying momentum. So there were buyers at each and every stage. From this was the buying momentum started around 1:55, around 2 p.m. So there were buyers in the market for 1.5 hours in the ending during the closing. Next day, price has opened gap up. So if you see, this gap up is almost 0.26%. So this is a gap up. Now what are the buyers here doing? Now they're waiting. Now some people, the type 1 people I talked about, they're booking profits. So you can see this wick here. Again markets went up because as soon as price hit this closing price I was talking about. So this closing price acted as support, and then buyers came in and then went up. So now the type 2 people who are waiting to see if the markets go higher to get more profits, and the type 3 people who go long because there is a gap up. So now there are these two people in the market. So markets went up a little, but then here this was 15,250, a strong resistance level, a round figure. So markets faced selling pressure here and this huge bearish candle was formed. So now what happens when this bearish candle is formed? So when this bear candle is formed, these type 2 people who are waiting for markets to go up, they turn into sellers. Now they start booking profits. Now what happens if these people also start? Now number 1 has already booked profits. Slowly they are booking profits entire day. It's not like every trader who wants to book profit books at the exact same time. So they are booking profit somewhere in this area, so in the first half an hour. This is the 5-minute chart. So, and then the second type of people who are waiting saw this huge bear candle and then they panicked and they're like, okay, let's book whatever profit we have, why be selfish? So even these people got converted. Now type 3 people who took entry here because they saw a gap up opening, their stop losses were around this region. Now as the markets came down, all these 3 people turned sellers. So what happened? You can see the huge selling momentum. So this is the simple psychology. This is just understanding everybody else's psychology. Now first thing, you have to master your own psychology. Second thing is try to understand everybody else's psychology. Try to see it from a buyer's perspective and a seller's perspective. So who are the people who have traded in the previous day, and how would they react to a gap up opening or a gap down opening? So now I explained when market trends up and opens gap up. Now similarly, very similar, exact opposite, when the market is trending down the day before and you see a huge gap down opening, very similar, you would see profit booking, so markets would go up. Now these people who are waiting for markets to fall further to book their profits, they see markets going up and even they start booking their profits. So there is more buying pressure. People who've shorted the market here, they have their stop losses here. Now when their stop losses are triggered, more buying pressure is added. So now again same logic, all 3 people are on the buy side again, they are all converted to the buy side and prices come up. Now when prices come up, people are waiting at the previous day's closing price. So now why does previous day's closing price act as support or resistance? Simple logic again. See, markets went up with buying pressure. Now at 3:30 p.m. yesterday, there were buyers here. Simple logic, because that is where price is. And this is an uptrend, strong uptrend. So people are ready to buy at this price at 3:30 the previous day. So why shouldn't people be ready to buy at the same price the next day at 9:15 p.m. unless there are some major fundamental changes, right? So if people are available to buy yesterday at 3:30, people are available to buy today at 9:15. So people are just waiting for the dip to buy. So people are in the buy to dip psychology. So whenever they see a dip, they buy around this price. This is where the buying pressure comes in and market bounces up from here. So this is the simple logic. When prices are going up and there is a gap up opening. There are obviously more scenarios. So if I show you SBIN also, so SBIN yesterday, what did we see? So towards the second half of the day, there was huge buying pressure. So this was because of the results. So people were playing on the results. We saw huge buying pressure in the second half of the day. Now markets opened gap up here. What happened? First candle was a red candle. Now people obviously saw this gap up. So type number one who wanted to book profits immediately, they booked off, and then we saw bearish candle. Now type number two who are waiting for higher profits realized that after second bearish candle, first candle was a bearish candle, second candle was a bearish candle. So obviously even they want to sell. Now even type 2 become sellers, type 1 are already sellers who already booked profit. Now type 3 people who are very bullish on SBIN and want to buy it at any cost they get. They don't care. So they saw a gap up, they bought it at that price only. Now their stop loss is in this region somewhere. Now even their stop loss was triggered. Even these people turn sellers. So the previous day uptrend, gap up, and then correction, and then you can see that buyers came in around this region only, around yesterday's closing price. Now this I explained to you on today's Nifty and SBIN charts, but this happens literally everywhere on every chart possible. So if you master this art of seeing price from a buyers and sellers perspective also, you can be very successful from an intraday perspective. So that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you learned something new, please share it with your friends so that even they can learn something new for today. So that's it for today. Thank you.